Okay, so definitely no introductions or outros for this channel, but if any video, but if any of you guys truly care about my stuff, you guys care about my content I post out there, either weekly or frequently, or maybe at the most 4, 8, 10 times out of the week, or 2, 3 times at the least out of the week. It'd be great if you guys like, share, get the video around, get the audience retention, and the what's that called? Get my fucking freaking likes up. That'd be pretty cool. I usually don't ask, like, and share that much, but it'd be nice if you did. If you truly care about my stuff, if you truly give a lucky rabbit's freaking foot about my stuff, please like, share, subscribe. Give me that subscribe. That'd be great if you did. And just in case any of you guys got unsubscribed or YouTube algorithm abandoned you and didn't freaking resubscribe back to my channel, for any of my original old school audience members, my original subscribers, my OG watchmen on the wall, my watchers, my viewers, my followers, my absolute amazing old school dedicated old school fans, fanatics out there, my freaking pupils, straight up my freaking supporters that helped me and supported me on day freaking one. You guys are absolute goated. Your fire, your flames, like your freaking absolute cinema, whatever Gen Z says. It'd be awesome. It'll be amazing. Come along with the back again. Just come back to my channel, please. Anyways, and of course, for anyway, people are brand new, you have to stumble upon this freaking channel. Might it's on accident or on purpose. It would be better if it was on purpose. Happen to just stumble upon from like Twitter or Instagram or Reddit even, or anywhere else on those other social medias. You brought you here to this official video. It'd be great if you could come along with this journey. Come along with this adventure. Just tag along. Maybe even, dare I say, forever? Question mark. Who knows? I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. But just a thought. No pressure. I'm just saying. No, don't want to guys twist your guys' arm digitally and say you have to stay here forever. But it'd be cool if you did. That'd mean the world to me. But if not, I totally understand. I get it. Totally understandable. And 60, 70, 600, 700 million billion people in the world that could be watching. Maybe even AIs, as messed up as that is. I get it, 6, 7 billion other people in the world you could be checking out besides me. I totally understand it. It's totally water under the bridge. It's totally bright eye and bushy tail. Totally okay. It's all gravy. It's all flashy. It's totally hunky dory. It's completely understandable. I'm content with it. Very humble, regardless. You can just play me real quick in the background if you want. Anyways, Caine versus Alastor. Amazing Digital Circus. It says versus HAZBINHOTEL. Rap battle by Jeesh and longest solo ever. So this was like 2 years ago. So about, I guess, from 2019. I forget it was 2019 or 2020 when they have the beta pilot episode, or when Vivzipa, aka Viviana Mirando, when she did her pilot beta episode for HAZBINHOTEL back then in 2019 and 2020, the whole shutdowns, lockdowns of the world, when the platinum scandemic, the COVID 119 ended up going down, and a lot of people were stuck in their house. Especially a lot of younger kids in elementary, middle school, high school, and especially in college. I can't imagine how much of a hellhole it must have been for some of you guys, like doing Zoom call meetings, not getting that high school or college experience for the first time. It must have been, I don't know if for some of you guys that have real bad anxiety and are introverts, it must have been like the greatest thing on earth. But for you guys who are extroverts, who you want the sense of touch, smell, taste, and being around people physically, like the old school ways, like how I had to do it. Cause I ain't lie, elementary school, dude. As a 90s kid, as an older boomer millennial, like, those times were very stressful, anxiety and stress inducing, like a mother effer. Big time. I'm glad I didn't come from a family of middle upper class people, because if I did, I guarantee you I probably would have got sent to even a worse school besides public school, which would be private school or something like some real rich Catholic or Christian academy or something like that. And yeah, it would have burned the freaking hell out of my neurons in my brain worse than public school did. As some of those years, they were okay. I mean, first, second grade was alright. I'm not going to be a therapist and talk to you guys because I'm still going to react to the commentary video, obviously. But in first, second grade, and fifth was alright. And then third and half of fourth grade was a nightmare. Sixth grade was even worse. And then what else? Seventh grade was kind of half okay, and eighth grade was half good, but half sucked. And in high school, ironically enough, I know some people had really shit times in high school, but I think the only one that gave me a hard time was my freshman year. The first two like semesters, and then the last other two was a lot easier. And then pretty much the other 3 years after that, sophomore, junior, senior, smooth sailing, straight up. I mean, besides real bad, like the harder classes I took was a pain in the ass to do. Besides that being extremely difficult as hell for me to get through, you know, it's pretty easy. And of course, college, ironically enough, no bullies, no asshole, mother effers to push you around and punish you, even though back in your mind you want to do a lot of fucked up evil things to them, but you can't, which I would like to say on YouTube, but I can't. But back in 2005 to like, I want to say 2015 or 16, when YouTube allowed more freedom, I could have said those things. I would have loved to say, but of course, if I say that now, I don't want, you know, the FBI or CIA, NSA, or the local police or SWAT team breaking up the door and putting me in handcuffs because they thought I did you did a bad sort of D threat to somebody, which I was talking about in past tense, not future tense or present tense or any of that shit. I wonder if that's why I always hear it in the news all the time, like, oh, they did a premeditated murdering or stabbing or pew-pewing, you know, that type of thing, because they know it was all meditated on. I wonder if that's where that word premeditated comes from. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just glad I ended up turning out pretty fairly decent. You know, the world beat me to my fucking knees half the time where I really just wanted to end everything and not be alive anymore. But luckily, after these 37 years of my life, by the grace of God, still here. Thank Jesus. Because they were days I just wanted to give everything up and jump off a damn cliff and finish everything. Like, literally, dead ass. I can be real with you right now. I wanted to finish everything. I did not care about who I left behind, when my parents thought they were going to be sad or not. I didn't get enough. And I know a lot of people say, oh, if you think like that, that's selfishness. That's bad. And that's kind of tis, smack on the wrist. It wiggles the finger at you and says, no, you can't do that. Society will miss you. And my personal opinion, that's absolute bullshit. Only half or more than less society's going to miss you. Unless it's the people you have, friends or family that are real close to you and you blessed enough to have friends, because I didn't even have friends outside of my family until by the time I even hit like parts of middle school and then high school. And after that, college, community college, I maybe like 4 or 5 best buddies I had, so maybe half a dozen if I added the sixth person. Sixth one, I don't want to say they were a dickhead or a douchebag with it. Sometimes they were cool, but sometimes they were kind of a dick. And a lot of them, that fucker ended up moving out to like Oregon and Washington. Thing is, if I moved to Oregon and Washington, I don't want to run to that motherfucker again either. But yeah, like I said, by the grace of Heavenly Father, Jesus, or whatever, that's keeping me alive, and not getting those Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto game ending thoughts as a grown 37-year-old man, I'm glad. Perfection to the T, glad that I haven't had those thoughts in about, let's see, 7 or 10 years. Maybe the last one I thought was probably 2017 or 18. I don't know. But anyways, enough of that sad trauma dumping. Hopefully that wasn't too long. Almost 9 minutes. I know the last 2 video commentaries I did was very, very long. I did not mean for the first one to be almost 1 hour long, the other one being an hour long too, but it was like 52 or 53 minutes. And both of them was about that dude, Youth Pastor Ryan. And very funny dude. Hilarious guy. Anyways, this one gotta give credit to my boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Gordon, movie guide. So I'll see if I remember to leave the link to the description box below. So I don't know if I'm going to be posting this either this Saturday or next week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Stay on the lookout for it. It was from 2024, so like I said, in 2019 or 2020, that's when the pilot episode of HAZBINHOTEL from Vizzy Pop before Hell of Bosses is in 2020 or 2021 came out. So, and then the other one, DigitalCircus, I forgot when the pilot episode was. I think it was like 2022, I think. 2021, 2022, 2023. So, 4, 5, 6.5 years, I think. That's how long DigitalCircus has been around for. So there's that. So without enough BSing telling, I got like 3.5, maybe 4 news articles I'm gonna get to you guys. without stammering and effing around. Alright, effing around. Just jump into this thing head first. Hope it's good. Clash with the. I hope it's awesome. I know one of them is gonna be crazy. I don't know. It's either Caine's gonna be the crazier one or Alastor. I don't know. The only thing I know they both got the top hat. They both come from the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, like Fallout in Vegas or whatever, with that old school Pan-Atlantic, old school ancient white people English, I thought, with the 1900s and 1950s, 60s era. So there's that, aka the nuclear family era. And then they both have like radio old-timey voices, except especially Alastor, more than Caine. And they both got scepters. So, yeah, let's go. See how crazy this rap battle. I wonder who's gonna win it too. Oh, it says epileptic, roaring, flashing lights. So if any of you guys suffer from flashing lights, you probably want to skip this video. Alright, here we go. See how crazy this sounds like. Man, it was 3 years ago. Or 2 years ago. I don't know. I feel like he might win if they play the fight.
Welcome to the global network, where I'm from. We dispose of errors that are just like him. His old soul is severed. We're breaking records, he's a broken record. 7 years with his head in the dirt. He's the radio demon and barely gets hurt. So, what's the name for our new companion? He could be Caine, he got sunned by Adam. Well, you try to hide your past, but I can see through all the scars behind your life. I know the real truth. So you trample the souls inside your deal rules. Maybe you should ask your owner to let your leash loose. Grab a decent choice. When he's on air, he's trapped between the noise. But don't you worry, he won't be our main act. We all know he's powerless when Caine says.
You look a bit jittery. Lay off the JavaScript. How many times can you glitch as a party trick? If your fans aren't in hell for liking your show, they certainly are for the art of it. With no vacancy for another. Oh, what if this show for kids made you scream? There's a place, the street across that you know well. Take 'em to the husband done before hotel. I don't even really see what the fuss is. Your pilot gave us 25 minutes of nothing. Well, YouTube is flooded with all rip-offs and hoodwinks. It's a bootlegs made a bigger digital footprint. The truth is, you're a bad boss and your hat job establishment might be fucked because you were given our sandbox and yet everybody in it wants to fight the dust. Your world is sloppy code with bad graphics. If I made that, I want myself abstracted. Nobody wants to stay inside of your domain. It's like the gas got web traffic.
I know being on camera's not your forte. Deer in the spotlight, you've gone in 4K. Oh no, now you're dead hunting for your next job. And for your resume, you've already got a headshot. Now introducing Omni and Jax.
I don't think I can rap.
Just beat him up.
What?
What's a few broken bones to him? He's used to replacing the cat.
You're a bellhop with a carrot bob, Alastor. So please hold the door while I speak to your manager. Because you can't run ads, you've had your chance. But you couldn't sell angels as a bag of crack.
Can I get some?
For a killer, you're very attached to a dead industry. But you know how it goes. Video killed the radio star, and digital killed them both.
Ooh.
Listen close, you worthless scum. If you don't shut your fucking gums, I'll soon remove and cut that tongue. Police to help one
We got real satanic, demonic, and Baphomet shit there. I don't like that. So that's where we named Busy Pop got her inspiration from hell, purgatory. So she probably did a lot of her research on every demon and leviathan and entity that tortures humans for the rest of their eternal life. That's why he gets scary as heck, the Alastor dude. So he might have wanted.
You understand? I'll put your tent under maintenance and you in a lifetime sentence of places. All for this high tech. Which shows that you're the proof that AI is ruining music. Use Candyland for your cool amusement. You can't sugarcoat what you do to humans. Maybe I'll move a hotel near your chaos. Everything will become hell if you stay God.
Different possible voice acting makes sense. Freshly the guy that getting that stuff awesome. Anime cartoon rap battles for some. Oh, I wonder if there's like that other dude used to do. That something Herbalife dude used to do. Oh, that was good. Alright, hold on one sec. Gotta get through commercial shot. Okay, so, funny enough that commercial was a movie trailer for that one Disney Pixar thing called Hoppers. I already watched like the first trailer they had, and then I watched the Super Bowl one, so unfortunately not seeing a reaction review video segment review hyper reaction, sort of wild take on that. So there's that, unfortunately. There's a million other people probably do reactions to it anyways. Plus, you know how Disney is nowadays, even though they said they're not going to do woke SJW, sort of like BS, political bullshit paradigm crap that they're going to be spewing out in their Pixar Disney shit anymore. I don't believe them for a second at all, period. And they said this is probably going to be the last year to do it in 2027 or in this year, 2026. They're not going to do it no more. That is a crock of diarrhea. Mierda. Mierda. Puta de mierda. Garbage. You think a $1 billion trillion company that's able to waste thousands of millions and billions of trillions of dollars are gonna just stop doing their preachy leftist sort of Democrat crap forever? And like I said, I don't trust neither side. I'm neither one. Never will be. I'm not a registered Republican or a registered Democrat. Both sides are flawed. Regardless. Even if I have certain agreements with one or the other, and it's still going to be corrupted no matter which side you pick. You're just lying to yourself. That's how I've always seen it. You can't accept that fakeness, bullshit reality. I don't know what to tell you guys, unfortunately. This is my boy Christian VGC Mario and the other dude. The other guy, even the other one that used to work for Al Jones, Paul Joseph Watson. Gotta wake the hell up, man. Big time. Anyways, lots of views, opinions, vibes, feelings, hot takes, spicy takes, wild takes, etc., all that good shit. And of course, bullet points, worldviews, speculations, top of the hat here, as always. Top of the dome, top of the cranium. My raw views and takes on it. Here's the thing. It was a good rap thing. I liked it. The flow beats were nice. Even though I'm not a hardcore rap hip hop, like, you know, I'm not connoisseur, but like a judge contestant person. Because I can rap to save my freaking life at all. Even though when I was in middle school and high school, I listened to a lot of rap and hip hop and trap beats and stuff. Because in the areas I lived in, I mean, I didn't like do the full 110 billion% experience of rap and hip hop like the 80s or 90s did. Like, oh, if you were, no offense once again to African Americans or black people, like, if you're a black, like, hood ass nigga, you gotta be in gangs or Bloods or Crips. You gotta rep that set. Like, do West Side, East Side shit, nigga. Like, we down for this shit. We about to kill these motherfuckers because they're wearing a color we don't like. Or we're gonna roll up on these other fools because we hate you fools. So we're just gonna take you out because you don't see the struggle that we do and the struggle they're doing. In reality, it's a bunch of crock of sharts, in my opinion. They're all pooping in their pants. And once you get that firearm, you don't come back from that. You become a killer machine, pretty much, unfortunately. So really, I didn't dabble completely in the gangster, crazy, wild killing rap. I didn't, thank God. Because I did, I wouldn't be here physically. I'd be gone. And thank God, by the time I went into community college, I pretty much left that whole life behind. Even though I didn't join any gangs, I wasn't friends with crazy thugs and killers and drug dealers and pimps and whores and prostitutes and all this other mess. I wasn't formed. And thank God it didn't influence me either, because that would have been the case. Once again, I would have bettered myself to get my computer engineering degree and not say try to be a part completely of society, because society is this thing. You can be a part of any sort of groups and circles of society, and the thing is, these people are going to lie to your freaking face, bro. So lies and manipulators are sad, but sadly, this is the world we live in. It's not fun. It's hard times you gotta live through. Some people got better lives, some people don't. Is it the haves or the have-nots? That's not even me being a poet or nothing else. Just being normal, everyday average fool. Anyways, and sometimes I'm an idiot, retard, dumbass too. But that's certain things I gotta accept about myself. All my flaws, oh my goodness, who knows? And the voice actors, they were nice. What else was nice about the voice acting? The trap music beats were really good. The music back OST was really clear. I like that. Whoever came up with the rhythm and beats, shout out to them. They did really good. Chef's Kiss, absolutely perfection to the T there. It was good. I was vibing with that. The comebacks and the little mudslinging they had was pretty funny. And all the little roasting sessions, like they called out for BS for this or BS for that, like how Caine was crapping a lot on Alastor. And Alastor, oof. Alastor, dude, he really, like, and he really, I feel like Alastor's the one that won this one over Caine, even though Caine did pretty good, but Alastor just did a home run on Caine. He ran speed tracks on a big freaking time, bring guy. Wild. So other than that, let's go to the real quick story thing. Let's hold on. And so first one up real quick. This one is from Yahoo Entertainment. And this happened about a week or two ago, but I'm just gonna read it anyways. Gen Zer chick, Chappelle Roam, however you say her last name, arrives in Fortnite. So I gotta give credit due to whoever wrote this news. Well, I'm just gonna read a little bit of it because I don't know, maybe if it would have been a Gen Zer and never woke up to the Matrix paradigm and shit, and all left and right would have never woke up to this fake BS society, and I probably would have been a really huge fan of this chick. I don't know. I'll never know. I just realized my sunglasses are crooked all the damn time. That sucks. It says pop sensation Chappelle Rome has finally made her way to Fortnite after her own instincts. Last year, in an interview from BBC Radio 1, Raham directly appealed to the devs, saying that, please give me a skin, please. Then she went into adding her idea of a really good night is playing in Fortnite. Here's the thing, it's like I said before, the last time I talked about Fortnite, I think someone else got at it. It was like the older ones, like 2-3 years ago when Ariana Grande got at it, and the other girl was Sabrina Carpenter, and it was like the last time I had it. Talked about when the other Gen Zer from that generation like got big and wanted to go into Fortnite now. And I think it was someone else too, yeah. It was the Shelter characters that is in the Jason Statham one. That was last month. So it wasn't that long ago last time we talked about Fortnite. Anyways, this one here. Oh yeah, I already talked about this one last video. And the other ones are going to be a little bit darker and unfortunately messed up. But yeah. This one's from Deadline. Like I said, like I always try not to do. Don't try to add any religion or politics and what's it called, science stuff. Even though when it comes to religion, when I talk a little bit about Jesus and Father, Son, Holy Spirit, I'm not putting pure religion into that. I'm just saying, just have a good relationship with them if you want. If you don't, hey, it's whatever. So, the one from 2 days ago, by the time you people see this is going to be maybe Sunday or Monday, so last week probably. President of the whole free world in the United States, aka the dude that wants to make MAGA better. And we need that foreign borders, foreign policy, because I'm Mr. Trump. I did be right about everything. That freaking dude, which I don't give a shit about. When you guys give a shit about him, that's cool. But for me, I already know he's one of the puppet shows and one of these fools that are lapdogs for the typical people that run this earth, really. Trump he's the good little golden lapdog that does everything they say. It's really all it is. That's how I see it. Anyways, and the only type of power he even has is just money and, power of the Jewish, like, mythology, mysticism. That's probably it. Other than that, to me personally, he's another puppet. That's all it is. Anyways, Mr. Trump ends up attacking Bad Bunny Super halftime bowl, shows his quote, slapping a face to the country. It's from Ted Johnson. I'm just going to read two of them. You guys are going to around if I remember to put it there. Mr. Trump ended up with watching singer Bad Bunny, Super Bowl halftime show, and all too little too late. Surprise. The president hated it. Ooh, this is going to be real long, but I'm just going to try to go through real quick. Mr. Trump wrote into social, the Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible, one of the worst ever. You know what? As messed up as it is, I'm just going to do it in this fucking voice. It's one of the worst ever. It makes no sense in the greatness of America. It doesn't even represent our standards of success, creativity, and excellency. And nobody understands a word this guy says. I don't know when the next time I get to do a Trump impression. Let me do it real quick. And dancing on this is disgusting. especially for younger children and watching them throughout the United States of America. It's still funny though. And all over the world, the show is absolutely a slap in the face to our country. It's just setting a new standard. New standards, by the way, not fake. It's not fake news. It's not fake news. It's mainstream news. Yeah, and what else is it? Including the best job market of the 401k in history, there's no inspiration about this heapable halftime show. I'm gonna have more reviews at the fake news media. Fake news, it's fake news. Because they haven't got a clue what's going on in the real world. And then by the end of the NFL should immediately get replaced from ridiculous new kickoff run. Make America great again. That's what it does to Trump. That's not even mocking it. It's just, he's still a funny entertainer. I'll admit it. Especially when he loses his shit and tells, like last month, when he told that coworker to go fuck himself, and he gave the finger, like, fuck you, like twice. And what kind of Christian evangelical person is that? Conservative fools? If you really believe in God and that wants you want Trump to be like that shows you straight up he serves Satan, the devil. He's playing you fools like a damn fiddle, and you still think this man is your savior. Well, as far as the Bad Bunny thing goes, let me tell you this. I don't know, bro. Honestly, because maybe half my time Puerto Rican, if you've been on my channel for the longest time, you know. I mean, the only two things I like about it is mainly just the food and the real good dancing and stuff. But I will say this. I guarantee you, if the dude would have been white, if it would have been like Kid Rock, if it would have been registered Republican dude, it would have been Kid Rock or Ted Nugent, that would have been the person that was like doing the singing and all that. Oh, he would have straight up, he would have given it a golf clap, he would have did everything. He would have been dick sucking the hell out of that freaking dude, big time. Or if it was Sydney Sweeney doing something, oh yeah, 100%. It was a young Caucasian white person, not a Puerto Rican minority from Pop. He would have been all over that. He would have been, job well done. It's the most successful Super Bowl ever. The greatest. The registered Republican, so I love them. It's like, see how he does that bullshit mind game, that mind effery? I mean, I'm not saying Biden and Harris did it either. They did it a bunch of times. They just did it in a stupider way. But anyways, yeah, that's just me getting out my high horse. The fools get pissed off because, I was making fun of Trump, and like, I don't care. Both of them are part of the Freemason occults. I don't care who ends up getting presidency because they're never going to be about us. Our prize is either heaven or we go down to hell. Either one. And then this one, I don't want to get too serious on real news, but it's kind of sad though. This one's from Kayla something. I can't even say that word. It says U.S. anchors going to go through, says will pay and plead for their mom's return. It's from British Broadcasting News, aka BBC. U.S. news anchor Miss Guthrie and her family were releasing a new pleading video for the sake of their mother. And that's what they were saying. Guthrie said in the video posted on Instagram saying they were flanked by the two siblings who beg you to return her own mother so we return to celebrate it with her. This is the only way we will have peace, she continued. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay. Her videos did not provide any details on the message. Nancy Guthrie disappeared in the middle of the night at her home, Tucson, Arizona, which, fun fact, that's only 3 or 5.5 hours from where I'm at in Vegas. So, oh Lord, not that far away from where I'm at in Nevada. So, except that desert, that part of the desert area compared to the Vegas heat, it gets 148, 149 out there. Over here at the highs, it gets like 130 or 132. Over there, you think Vegas heat is hot? Arizona, it's like literally almost kissing the sun over there. And I felt it like 3 times ever in my life when I went over there. That is one of the burning hottest places on earth you ever want to go to. I mean, if any of the people you guys live in either maybe one day want to visit the United States or you want to visit somewhere else, because I heard there's other places like New Zealand and Australia. I heard it's just as burning hot over there too, which I don't ever want to go to Australia, but New Zealand, maybe one day I'll check it out. Who knows? That'd be nice. So other than that, yeah, authorities decided she had been taken against her will. Oh, that's sad, bro. Real sad. This is another one. I don't want to know if, I'm not sure if, because she says she believes in Jesus and Father and Holy Spirit, but like, and like I said, I don't try to get into politics, but the Democrats and all that stuff, like, bro, come on. Who are you fooling, Savannah Gunther? Really? Like, I don't know you personally, or you're probably the same age as my mom. Well, actually, no. You're younger than my mom. I think you were born 1971, 72. My mom was born like 66 or 67 there, so. Yeah, almost old enough to be like not my grandma, but probably my mom was a little younger. I don't know, dude. Like, I want to feel bad for them, but like, after the what, millions and millions and almost billions of dollars you accumulated being a journalist dude for NBC, ABC, you could have given your mother Nancy like 40-50 million dollars. I mean, you gave her a nice little mini mansion, you gave her a nice big pool and a nice expensive car, but her health, you could have did better. You could have given her the best doctors, the best therapists, the best psychologists in the world. And like, if you truly, truly loved your mother, you would give her everything made out of gold. Or maybe everything else crazier than that. I don't know. Other than that, I think that's it. Yeah, that's all I had to say there. That's all I say for tomorrow night. I'm kind of out there short. Peace out. See you guys soon. Lights and bye. See you on flip side. Stay safe. Cautious. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye. Later. Stay extra cautious. Don't believe anything mainstream media says, and catch you on the next time. All right, I'm gone. See you soon.